Have you ever wondered if you're actually addicted to food or if you're just lacking self control? Today, we're diving into the Yale Food Addiction Scale. It's a tool developed by researchers to assess whether your relationship with food mirrors substance addiction. And if you've ever felt ashamed about losing control around certain foods, this episode is going to offer you some science, hope, and clarity. This is episode number 203 of the Healthy Real Food podcast. Do you have a food addiction? This is the Healthy Real Food podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation, experiencing the miracle of sustainable weight loss with the sugar and flour-free lifestyle. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here, we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hey, my friend, welcome back to the Healthy Real Food podcast. So glad that you are here with me today. In this episode, we're going to unpack a question that I hear all the time. Is food addiction real or am I just broken? If you have ever felt out of control with certain foods, especially sugar and flour, you are not alone. In fact, scientists have developed a tool to measure it. It's called the Yale Food Addiction Scale, and it's changing the way that we think about overeating, cravings, and our brain's responses to highly processed foods. So let's get into it. What is the Yale Food Addiction Scale? The Yale Food Addiction Scale, it was developed in 2009 by Dr. Ashley Gerhardt and her team at Yale University. It's a validated scientific tool that measures addictive-like eating behavior using criteria from the DSM. That stands for Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders for substance use disorders. So in other words, it compares your relationship with food to the diagnostic criteria for addiction to other substances like alcohol or drugs. The Yale Food Addiction Scale includes questions about loss of control. Do you eat more than you planned, even when you're not hungry? Cravings, do you have strong urges or mental obsession around food? Continued use despite knowing that it's hurting you? Do you keep eating certain foods even when it causes weight gain, health issues, or emotional distress? Or are you experiencing withdrawal symptoms? Do you feel tired, irritable, anxious when you try to cut out certain foods? A high score with this addiction scale indicates that your relationship with food is more than just emotional eating or bad habits. It's a sign that your brain may be reacting to food as if it were a drug. But why sugar and flour? The scale doesn't ask about broccoli or salmon. It focuses on these hyper palatable foods that are engineered to be irresistible and crave-worthy. Think like cookies, chips, ice cream, pizza, processed carbs, like foods in our community that we call not my food. These ultra-processed foods spike dopamine in the brain, similar to drugs of abuse. Over time, this can rewire your brain, create dependence and withdrawal symptoms. So no wonder why so many of us women say, once I start, I can't stop. And it's not because you're weak. Your brain is responding normally to an unnatural food environment. 70% of our food supply in the United States is ultra processed. The research says studies using this tool have shown that 5 to 10% of people meet full criteria for food addiction. Among those who have obesity, that number can be as high as 25 to 30%. And we know that 3 out of 4 people in the United States are obese or overweight. Women are more likely to meet the criteria than men, and the most commonly addictive foods are sugar, flour, and processed combos of foods with carbohydrates and fats like chocolate, pizza, baked goods. And why this matters so much to your weight journey is that understanding food addiction, that it's a real thing and measurable, can be such a game changer. It helps to shift your mindset from shame to strategy. And if you're a woman who has tried it all and you still can't stop overeating certain foods, it's not because you're lazy or you lack discipline. It might just be because you're trying to moderate something that needs to be eliminated, just like we wouldn't tell an alcoholic to drink in moderation. If you are a person that experiences food addiction, you have to take a different approach to your recovery. And moderation doesn't work. So, this is why I teach in my program a sugar and flour free lifestyle. For many of us, abstinence, it doesn't feel restrictive. It feels like freedom. And when you remove those addictive foods, it helps you to feel more in control and have more peace. So, if you're curious, if you're a person that experiences food addiction, first, what you can do is just take the quiz. So, you can take a free version of the Yale Food Addiction Scale online to see how you score. Second, just get curious. Ask yourself, are there foods that hijack my brain? And can I stop eating once I start? Third, I invite you to try a 90-day reset. Just remove sugar and flour for 90 days and notice how your cravings, energy, and mood changes. Even if you start with a week, just start with whatever you can wrap your head around. And fourth, to get support. Food addiction recovery is possible, but it's hard to do alone. And that's why I offer coaching and community so that you never have to walk this road by yourself. Just because processed foods are illegal, it doesn't mean that they're harmless. If you've been stuck in that cycle of cravings and overeating and shame, just know that you are not broken, you're not alone, and there's a way out. So, the key takeaways I hope you get from this podcast episode today is that the Yale Food Addiction Scale is a validated tool that measures addiction like eating behaviors. Sugar and flour are the most common triggers for those with food addiction. And if you've tried moderating and it hasn't worked, abstinence may be your path to freedom. Understanding food addiction is that first step to healing, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. So, thank you so much for joining me on this podcast episode. If this episode of the Healthy Real Food podcast resonated with you, would you do me a favor? Go to your podcast player or YouTube and subscribe to the podcast, follow the podcast, leave a review, and share it with a friend who may also be struggling. If you're not yet in my coaching program, send me a message on Facebook or go to my website and sign up for a free coaching call. I would love to just meet one-on-one and hear about your journey to help you get started. You don't have to keep living in the food prison. There is hope, and I'm here to walk with you every step of the way. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling with your sugar and flour-free lifestyle and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. I guarantee that you achieve your goal body within a year, or I will coach you for free until you do. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for the upcoming free challenge to learn the success framework, and click the link to my schedule for a free 30-minute one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.